It's a pleasure for me to be joined by a dance extraordinaire, Letitia Simpson. Some say she's the queen, dance queen of the Expo, Miss Motivator. It's all round amazing. Someone I've known for over 25 years. Tish, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So one of the questions I have for you is, so we go way back, all the way back to secondary school. And you did a bit of everything. You were quite sporty,
yes.
Musical,
yes.
but also very academic also.
Yes.
So what made you choose kind of the path of like kind of dancing as opposed to all the other options you had?
That's a tough one. Initially, I actually couldn't choose between dance and football. And I was really good at both, and there came a point in football where I got scouted and I could have gone on to play, and I was like, this is my last season, I'm actually going to concentrate on dance. So that was the first time that they both started to clash, because I was able to still dance and still train and do football, but then started rehearsing for events, and then I couldn't make training, couldn't do matches, and I was like, okay, this has to be my last season if I want to take either one of them seriously.
So what made you choose dance over football though? As
much as I love football, it doesn't give me the same buzz as I do when I'm performing.
Okay.
So I went with that.
And then the academic side?
Academic side was just what you did.
Yeah.
I was there, you know what I mean? I was in school, I'm going to be the best I can in school, as you saw. But it wasn't something that I was like, yeah, I want to do this down the academic route. I've always been a performer, I've always been a mover. So it was always going to be something more than just books.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're following your passion. And I'm glad that I got to see you perform in Dubai finally. Person. How has Expo been? You know, you danced for Alicia Keys, John Newman. How have you found it?
My Expo journey has been amazing. I was aiming to be a performer for the opening ceremony. Ended up being a dance captain for the opening, which was amazing. So that's like a level up, just underneath the choreographic team. I did that for 4 months, putting that together with the team, and we had such an amazing time. And I still got to perform in a couple of segments. So that was perfect. And then after that, I'd done a number of concerts there. I also danced for Daffy and Flipperacci.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did that with a group of dancers called Motto, so more of an Afrobeat style. So I did, a concert on Jubilee stage, which is a beautiful stage. Then I had the pleasure of dancing for Miss Alicia Keys in December, which was like, it just came out of the blue. We all knew she was coming. And then one of my agents was like, are you free for this? You've been selected. So I didn't need to do anything. I was already selected.
You didn't have to kind of audition or anything like that.
And then most recently, the one you've come to was dancing for John Newman, which was amazing. It was such a good vibe. Well, I mean, you were there.
Yeah, no, I loved it. And you was watched by Prince William.
Prince William himself,
Was that the first time dancing in front of royalty?
No, I did the Royal Variety Show
I didn't know
many years ago.
Okay.
So that was my first time actually dancing.
So you're kind of used to it now?
I mean, just taking my stride.
Okay.
And now to finish with my Expo journey, full circle, now I'm actually leveled up again, and I'm part of the choreographic team as an assistant for the closing ceremony.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I'm really, really proud of everything you've achieved so far.
Thank you.
I know there's still a lot more to go.
I have lots more.
Yeah, what can you give us a little taste of the things you have in store? I mean, what you're actually doing now, because I know you do more than just even dancing.
Yeah. So now, as much as I love my entertaining, always alongside it, I've always been into fitness. Back in the UK, I was a Nike Training Club instructor, NTC instructor, and I loved that journey. And then since being out here, I've rekindled that flame again with different groups of people, and I'm now part of a Yari Camp team. So I coach outdoor fitness.
Okay, like a boot camp style?
Yeah, boot camp style. I also teach bounce, fit body, trampoline class. So I'm starting on my own doing that, trying to build on that. And that's something I really want to put my energy into after my expo
So
journey.
it's a bit of kind of like a business initiative that
yes, it is, and I feel like it will be a good place out here to really build upon.
So, you definitely did a lot.
Yeah.
I remember a time when you were involved in an accident in Abu Dhabi on a quad bike.
Yes.
Do you want to touch on that and how kind of what happened and kind of how that made you feel?
So I was on the quad bike. It was just before sunset, and you know, sunset's here. You blink, and it's upon you.
Yeah, it's dark all of a sudden.
Right? It's all of a sudden it's dark, and the camp was surrounded by a barbed fence that wasn't visible. So I was about to hit a post, and I saw it at the last second. I dodged the post to see that it's attached to a barbed fence. So I've gone underneath it, and I've ripped open both my arms. And thankfully, it could have been worse, because if I didn't go under, I probably could have caught my neck. It caught a bit of my body, but those were just minor scarring. It's gone. But I've got 20 stitches in my arms.
Wow. Okay.
Again, missed veins, so it could have been a lot worse. I mean,
did that change your outlook on life, or did it renew your passion for what you're doing? How did it make you feel?
Reaffirms that, you know, life isn't promised. Tomorrow is never promised. And I've always been one to like get on and do what you want to do. And it just makes you realize that you have to live your best life pretty much, because you just never know when your time is up. So this is why I do everything that I love. I do everything with passion and whole heart. And I just really give everything, because what's the point in holding back? To save for another day that might not come. So it just reaffirmed what I was already living and doing and believing, that, you know, live each moment your best and as if it could be your last. Don't go crazy, like I'm not out here living like bucket list and, you know, but you just never know. You just don't know. So that's what I've been doing.
The one thing I can say is, and I think you kind of touched on it, if I look back to time in school and even now, you're someone that gives your all to whatever you do. And you're right, sometimes we hold back at times thinking, oh, just do it. I do enough.
You've got more time.
Got more time. Maybe tomorrow I'll try a bit harder. But it's about just giving it your all whatever you're doing, whenever you're doing it.
And that's been what I've been doing, even every time I'm on stage. Even if I'm in a contracted show and I've done the show a million times, you don't know who's in the audience. You always need to perform it like it's your first time. And so that's how I always go out. You leave it all on that stage, which I did for you when I saw where you were sitting.
As well.
All of it just left out there. You have to.
No, but Tish, like I said, I'm really, really proud of you. And thank you for joining today, talking a bit about your journey. Just a bit, because I know there's a lot more to come. I look forward to seeing, you know, more success from you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Pleasure. Take care. All right.
Bring me down, can't nothing bring me down. Your love is too high. Bring me down, can't nothing bring me.
You know, it'd be funny if that wasn't recording.
I just want to say.
Are you with me? You give me or not?
Show up a side.